Welcome back again to another video. It is another beautiful day to thank God. One Africa, one love, one nation. It is your African boy bringing you African success stories. And if you like my content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. The Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, JKIA, in Nairobi is Kenya's largest and busiest international airport, serving more than 50 destinations globally. It is a hub for travel into East Africa and beyond. Many travelers may at first assume that commuting to or through JKIA is merely a logistical necessity, something to be endured, not enjoyed. However, when you examine recent improvements, infrastructure developments, and the nature of the journey, commuting to JKIA can actually embody efficiency and tourism simultaneously, saving time, offering rich experience, and giving fast and lasting impressions of Kenya that are both cool and inspiring. To judge time efficiency, we need to look at the factors that contribute to reduced delays: infrastructure, processes, transport routes, and reforms. Nairobi Expressway is one of the biggest game changers in the construction and use of Nairobi Expressway, which connects JKIA to key parts of Nairobi, including the CBD and Westlands. The expressway significantly reduces travel time from the airport into the city. Without traffic jams, what used to take over an hour or more during peak traffic can now be cut down to 15 or 20 minutes along the expressway. The government has committed to improving access roads to and from JKIA, including better drainage, covered walkways, and enhanced signage. These moderate enhancements reduce the time lost in delays caused by poor road quality, unclear directions, and bottlenecks. The Kenyan government has rolled out what is called the Airport Charter, aimed at enhancing operational efficiency of JKIA through improved coordination between agencies like custom, immigration, security, and the use of modern technology. Specifically, reforms such as doubling immigration booths, introducing e-gates, advanced passenger information system, and automation of custom immigration procedures are meant to reduce waiting times, expedite clearance, reduce paperwork. JKIA handles the majority of Kenya's tourist arrivals. For example, in Q1 of 2024, of the 409,000 tourists entering Kenya via its main international airport, 343,555 came via JKIA. That volume encourages constant improvements. Airlines, the government, airport authority all have strong incentives to process people efficiently. With high volumes, operations tend to become more standardized and delays more predictable and manageable, assuming the airport and the auxiliary services keep pace. Thus, for frequent international arrivals and departures, JKIA offers relatively consistent timing. with customs information, clearer duty-free thresholds, more transparent custom procedures. Travelers spend less time arguing or clarifying assessments. Recently, duty-free import limit increased from 50,000 to 250,000 for personal goods, which reduces the frequency of goods being seized or delayed. Improvements in security screening. Only bags flagged by scanners need special examination. More use of 3D scanning and advanced screening. More staff in key booths. This reduces bottlenecks. Often people view the commute to an airport as boring, but in many cases, especially with JKIA Nairobi and its surroundings, it can be a touristic experience in itself. These are features and opportunities that make this commute more than a pure necessity. The route into Nairobi from JKIA offers glimpses of Kenyan urban life, suburbs, marketplace, architecture, everyday scenes. For many international travelers, these first views or the last views when leaving are powerful, showcasing the Kenya's vibrancy, diversity, and energy. Nairobi itself is a cosmopolitan city, a melting pot of cultures, languages, cuisines. When commuting through Nairobi, if your commute allows, you can already sample local food, see craft, experience daily life, even stop by culture venues or markets if time allows. There are hotel options very close to JKIA for travelers with early mornings or late night flights. Staying near the airport is viable. Hotels like 4 Points, Crowny Plaza, and many other nearby often provide shuttle services and allow restful layovers. Airport lounges, restaurants, shopping in the terminals offer local and international goods, crafts, souvenirs, Kenyan food, etc., which give a taste of place even if you are just passing through. If someone has some spare time before departure or after arrival, for example connecting a flight or early arrival, Nairobi offers quite a few attractions not far from the airport. The Nairobi National Park, the Giraffe Center, the Karen Brixton Museum, Uhuru Park Museum, local craft markets, or even day trips out to places like Limuru, Ngong Hills, depending on traffic and time. Even just driving along scenic roads, for example out of town or through suburbs, presents a landscape, local farming, city views, flora and fauna, especially as the airport is located in a region with diverse ecology. JKIA is a gateway, the first point of contact for most international visitors to Kenya, hence improving its efficiency and touristic ambience has multiplier effects. It sets the tone for the rest of the visit. Smooth, efficient entry makes people feel welcome and relaxed, increasing likelihood they will explore more, recommend Kenya, prolong their stay. Travel through JKIA itself, if managed well, becomes part of the tour of Kenya. For example, the terminal observation of local design, if present, art, signage, info centers, all these can educate and orient tourists, introduce local culture and conservation. There are inherent tensions between making things fast and making things touristic. That is more experience, more stops, more immersions. Time is saved by concentrating efficiency improvement in essential services, immigration, customs, security, while tourists' experiences are layered around them. So the core transit path is lean, but additional experiences are available for those who want them. Additionally, improved transport infrastructure, expressway, etc., reduces unpredictable delay caused by traffic. Thus, more travelers can risk doing short side trips near JKIA without worrying too much about missing flights if they plan well. Increased transparency, custom duties, import limits means fewer surprises. Tourists can plan purchases both in town and at airport more confidently, reducing wasted time in confusion or negotiations. Some data that support the idea that commuting via JKIA is becoming more time efficient and heavily used by tourists, which suggests attractiveness. In Q1 of 2024, out of 409,164 tourist arrivals in Kenya through its main international airports, 303,555 entered via JKIA. That is more than 80%. Government reforms explicitly target reducing waiting times, minimizing inconveniences via automation and digitization. The Nairobi Expressway has drastically reduced the travel time between JKIA and central Nairobi on that taxi. Before, journeys could easily take 1 hour or more, especially in traffic. with the expressway that has been cut to 15 or 20 minutes in many cases. Any discussion of time efficiency and touristic experience has to acknowledge what can go wrong and how those challenges are being addressed or should be. Traffic viability. Even with the expressway, traffic into Nairobi can be unpredictable. Delays caused by congestion, accidents, or weather means traveler must build in buffer time. Peak hour bottlenecks, immigration, customs, lines still get wrong during peak arrival times. While more booths and e-gates are being introduced, full implementation and smoothing of every peak is a work in progress. Distance and connectivity for travelers arriving from rural areas or who must connect via domestic flights or other airports. The commute to JKIA might involve multiple legs with poor connectivity. On cost, using toll roads expressway costs more. Staying in airport adjacent hotels may also cost more compared to further out option. Touristic features, lounges, retail also cost extra. Time for side trips versus risk. Those wanting to make side trips, e.g. visiting attraction before a flight, must manage time strictly. Rest delays cause missed flights. Kenyan traffic security check and airport formalities must be considered. Putting together the threads. Commuting to JKIA is not just about efficiency. It is potentially one of the most touristic trips for several reasons. One, for many travelers, Kenya is not the ultimate destination but a base for exploring East Africa. JKIA connects to many destinations inside Kenya, coast safari parks and highlands, as well as regional or global hubs. The airport itself becomes part of a larger itinerary. Traveling through JKIA means interacting with Kenyan culture, wildlife, art, travel ecosystem, and more. Because Kenya has a unique combination of wildlife, nature, urban life, culture, history, a transit through Nairobi gives you a chance to sample both. On the same trip, you can experience wildlife, e.g. in Nairobi National Park is very close, then move into urban museum, then into rural landscape, etc. The commute is often the prelude to that. Some travelers are fascinated by modern airport design, efficient security, duty-free shopping, art installation, airport lounges, even themselves are becoming attractions. JKIA terminals, shops, modernized terminals, info centers, and many can be part of this. Depending on timing, travelers commuting to or from JKIA can stop in local markets or try Kenyan food near the airport area, buy local crafts, and these small experiences woven into the commute give depth and memory to an otherwise routine leg of a journey. How to maximize both efficiency and touristic value on the JKIA commute. Plan ahead flight times, traffic predictions, whether you can use the expressway, try to avoid peak traffic hours unless necessary. Buffer times, allow extra time, about 30 minutes to an hour, for immigration, custom security, even if processes are improved. Stay near the airport if needed. For early flights, a night at the airport hotel can reduce stress if arriving late or same. Use the expressway. It costs tolls, but for many, the savings in time are worth it. Use information centers and lounges. If waiting, use amenities at the airport for comfort, learning, and orientation. If you have extra time, plan a short visit to something close, a museum, cafe, park, but ensure you have time to return and clear procedures. Why long-term JKIA is poised to be an even better case. Looking ahead, the investments and reforms in JKIA show that time efficiency and touristic appeal are only going to get better. More advanced in automation, e-gates and digitization, infrastructure investments, expanded terminals, better access roads, better passenger amenities, policy improvements for clearer customs, duty-free thresholds, better traveler information, investment in tourism itself. Authorities are under pressure to sustain and grow tourist arrivals, so they have strong motivation to ensure JKIA remains a positive touchstone. Commuting to JKIA has become increasingly time efficient. thanks to expressway infrastructure, transport link improvements, streamlined customs, immigration, security procedures, and governmental reforms aiming to reduce bureaucracy and delays. At the same time, it is highly touristic. The journey serves as a gateway to Kenya's culture, nature, history. The airport and its surroundings provide sensory, culinary, visual, and exponential input rather than being a stressful space. The dual nature of efficiency plus tourism makes the commute to JKIA not merely a necessary piece of travel, but an important chapter in the travel narrative, often the first or the last impression. If well planned, commuting to JKIA can save you time, reduce stress, and give you a taste of Kenya even before you have properly begun or after you think you have finished your trip. If you liked this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and share. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of the video.